Welcome back to the B.A.M Sports Media Podcast. I am your co-host, Brandon Lockhart. Next to me, we have my brother, my partner in crime, the sports guru himself, Mr. Malcolm Buzz, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, how y'all doing, man? B.A.M Gang, we're back with another episode here talking high school football preview in the state of Alabama. And yes, it is a great topic. It is a great day and age. It's late summer, so you know they're starting to creep closer and closer to them Friday night lights, Saturday night lights, Sunday night lights, whatever you might like to watch, whether it's high school, college, or pro football. It is nearing us, and we are so excited for it.
Facts.
When you talk about taking it away, top teams we talking about today, we will be talking about some of the top matchups around the state. We also will be talking about some of the top teams and also players that contribute to these teams and what makes Alabama high school football so exciting, so gratifying, and also just one of those niches that people love to dwell in.
Oh yeah. And one last thing we're going to hit on too is some of the coaching changes. We had a few coaching changes within the region as well, and I think those coaching changes will be very impactful in this upcoming season.
Correct.
So I think it's good for us to touch on those coaching changes as well.
Correct. So I'll start off, man. Obviously, since you left off with coaching changes here at Opelika High School, there has been a coaching change since January. Shout out to my guy, Coach Jonathan Chandler. He brought me aboard as well. Officially hired in February, going through the onboard process, stuff like that. Yep. But yes, I've been here, went through the spring with him, been also involved in all summer workouts and summer joint practices, OTAs, 707s, and things of that nature. And it's been a great ride so far. Just enjoy, the part of being a part of the program. I think he's doing a great job so far as making sure that these guys are understanding the importance of coming together, understanding the importance of discipline, structure, hard work, being presentable young men off the field, because it contributes to how you're going to be on the field.
For sure.
And just continuing to raise the bar. You continue to, set the standard of performance for our guys, and, being honorable young men and everything that they do. So shout out to Jonathan Chandler. That is one notable coaching change that I can shed light on, because you obviously see me in the ambiance, see me with the hat on. I enjoy working him, and I think it's going to be a great ride for years to come.
And ain't both of y'all back home?
Correct. Both former alumni in class 06. I'm 14 and 2014, and it's nice to be back in the building that you helped contribute to build. I actually was a player when this facility, the indoor practice facility, was actually open for the first season. I was a player, able to break in the new stadium turf and also the nice facility that you see behind us that we will possibly tour one day here on the B.A.M Sports Media Podcast channel. So stay tuned for more and more content as we continue to branch off and continue to heighten our platform.
That's it.
Other coaching changes, obviously one of our region rivals has a new coach. Central has Coach Flournoy. Is it Flannery?
Flournoy.
Coach Flournoy.
Flournoy, yeah. Like Cody. I think it's Cody Flournoy. Yeah,
something like that. I'm sorry for butchering your name, my guy, but he's had a great career, great resume so far with what he's been able to do and put together at Jackson.
Championships.
Yeah, correct. Being able to win state championships, being able to cultivate great talent, produce some good talent and help develop it as well. And you talk about some of the marquee guys that they just put out into the college football world, like Crowell, which is at Bama, the Landon Duckworth kid, who was a dual sport, multi-sport athlete, could have actually went and played college basketball as well. He used to be a quarterback at the University of South Carolina for Coach Beamer. And even more, guys that on the D-line had Juice Gordon and ended up going to North Carolina. So there was a plethora of talent there that he's been able to see, cultivate, develop, and witness. And now you're just going to a bigger ballpark, bigger arena when it comes to that talent, because there's a great amount of talent over there at Central High School as well. I'm obviously a big fan of all Alabama high school football, just because it's something that helped shape me as a player, but also something that continues to help provide for me and my family, because it's something that I can do and use as a career as well. So I think the Red Devils will still be a competitive opponent. When you talk about the coaching change, I mean, you're talking about a guy that has experience in winning, so I think they have a great recipe over there. It should be a fun one for us when we match up with them this season as well. I do want to highlight some things about the regions or the new classification changes with the private schools going out. I do want to say that I think I'm not a fan of the private schools being classified or bound to their own league, just because A, I coached that one last year, but B, I think when you look at some of the names of the schools that have been basically bound out or, classified to just being a private school league, these are also schools that were state champions and multi-year state champions. So some of them are powerhouses when you talk about the likes of UMS Wright and St. Paul's, Montgomery Catholic, and McGill Tulane, and the list goes on. But I think that hopefully in the near future, well, the next 2 years when we have to do this sit down again and do the reclassification by population and things of that nature, I would much rather see them being amongst the rest of us. And hopefully, certain rules like the multiplier rule and things of that nature as far as transferring and bringing kids in, hopefully that smooths out as soon as possible when we talk about the next time that the board sits down, so we can create that parity type atmosphere, because I think those schools add to the parity, it adds to the competitive atmosphere, and it also adds to the validation of these players when they've been able to continue to compete against people from all different facets of life.
I mean, a lot of them teams you name private schools, a lot of them state champions.
Correct. Multi-year state
St. Paul, McGill, Tulane.
Correct.
I mean, that's plenty of rings right there.
Correct. So I think I would love to see that change within the next 2 years. Some players or some regions that I think that you're going to see some great football in. Obviously, my region, Region 3.
Best in the state.
One of the best in the state, if not the best. You talk about Opelika. We got a great senior-led team coming back. Got a lot of young pieces. We got a lot of guys that I think are hungry and ready to go. We got a lot of guys that I think have a chip on their shoulder. And we got an underdog mentality. So I really think that our guys are, focused on the right things, working toward the right things, coming together, creating a team that's centered around comradeship and being there for one another and just continuously working. But the competition is still. We talk about Auburn. They've been able to do good as far as assembling a good roster. Same with Central. They've always been known for assembling a good roster as far as developing their talent, making sure that they, lift their guys, condition their guys, but also put them in different scenarios with, trainers and making sure that they are, furthering their athletic development in other ways as well. Shout out more teams in the region, and got Dothan Enterprise. They normally are competitive teams as well. Carver's gonna be a competitive team. So like I said, this region is full of talent. It's gonna be a great year as far as competition, as always is.
And I mean, if you can even go back and look previous years. I mean, all the talent that the state has put out in college, in D1 programs, in the SEC programs, a lot of those guys have came from this region. And a lot of those guys are still in the NFL to this day. Still making plays, still getting contract extensions. So a lot of the blue blood, a lot of the blue bread talent, I would say the best talent in the state comes from, I would say, this is one of the top regions. Mobile is obviously one of the top, if not the top. And I
gotta say, Region 1
up there.
Or is that Region 2? I don't know if Mobile's Region 1 and their Region 2, or it's flip-flop, but the Thompson, Hoover, Prattville,
Birmingham region.
That Birmingham region is definitely gonna be a gauntlet as well.
For sure.
When you talk about Coach Carr and what he's been able to do as far as developing and assembling talent, when you talk about the heavy hitter Mark Freeman, what he's been able to do at every stop that he's ever been at, all the way going back to the 90s.
Yeah.
Coach Freeman has been very, very consistent in being able to develop, stockpile talent, but also be able to create a atmosphere and create a true functioning program to where he's always going to be competitive from years to come.
Yeah.
As far as making sure that things around his program are successful and helping influence and enhance his program.
Oh yeah.
So that region, obviously it just shed light on Prattville and Thompson, but Hoover,
always gonna be
always known for being, a perennial powerhouse here in the state. And then you got Spain Park, you got I want to say is most shows in that region.
Yeah.
So I mean, a couple more northern teams that are going to be competitive. They're going to do things the right way. Going to be disciplined and structured.
Yeah.
So between those two regions, I think you're going to have a lot of good football. And then obviously you got to highlight other powerhouses in the state.
So who are some of the top teams you would say that's in the state this year?
Besides just the two regions that I covered, you got to talk about Clay Chalfer and what they've been able to do for years now. 10 plus years now. Like the way that they're able to compete on a year in, year out basis, regardless of the talent, regardless of who's playing what position or the amount of people that they have graduate or transfer in or out. Clay Chalfer has been a steady powerhouse as far as being competitive. If you think about it, one of the teams that's been able to knock out Thompson in recent years in the regular season, multiple years in the regular season. So
in the state,
in our state. So I think definitely Clay Chalkville. I respect the job that's being done up there. Obviously Saraland and Coach Kelly down there near the Mobile area. They've definitely done a good job as far as building and establishing a great foundation for how they do things down there. I coached against them a couple of different times in my career, and I'm definitely, just a realist when it comes to seeing things done the right way and have to be able to tip my hat to people that do things the right way. I think Coach Kelly has done a good job. His program is always competitive, no matter whether they're playing up or down as far as who they're playing, 5, 6, 7, 8 in the past. So definitely want to shout him out. I would do another outlier. I would say outlier, but somebody that's also always been competitive, just at a different level, a lower level. Me personally, I'm a fan of the lower level. So shout out to Mars Hill Bible School. They've been very, very competitive and consistent. Fife, another school that's always been competitive, consistent championship. I mean, I could go on as far as just being a fan, but those are just some more perennial powerhouses that I think you always have to watch out for and always have to account for.
Agree. Any players to watch coming from some of those teams this year that you think about?
Really, it's kind of hard for me to shout out some of these players because I'm gonna be playing coaching against them. So, but I think the state has a great amount of talent. I mean, when you look at just some of the guys that's on the top list, some players that you would think about highlighting. Obviously, everybody's a big, fan or has understood or heard of Phillip Rivers before. His son Gunnar Rivers is #1 player in the state. He's quarterback committed to NC State. He's at St. Michael Catholic. I think he's a guy that everybody's gonna be watching out for. Obviously, great arm, great talent, understands the game. He probably will, I would say, be playing in a different atmosphere now because St. Michael is under that same rim that I just mentioned earlier as far as the powerhouses that are bound to just playing in the private school league because of their status. So it's going to be different territory for him, but I think he's still going to perform at a high level. But other guys around the state, I think, shoot, man, I think Prattville has a lot of good guys that you're gonna have to watch out for on both sides of the football.
Yeah, they got a nice receiver. I'm looking forward to checking out this.
Correct. Obviously, everybody knows about Deshaun Hall, the latest commitment for the Auburn Tigers. I think Thompson obviously always has people that you have to watch out for and that are notable. I mean, from both sides of the football.
Anybody y'all got this year that we need to be looking out for?
I think us, we have a great amount of talent as well. We have a great senior-led team. And I'm talking about guys that's just gritty, guys that just work for everything that they got, being able to, cultivate and develop themselves with everything that they've been able to have access to the resources here at Opelika. We got a middle linebacker that I think is going to do well for us, our middle and our outside backer. Trey Stone, he's committed to App State. Elijah Odom, committed to Troy University. Both of them will be man in the middle for us.
Nice.
I think we got some good talent on the offensive line in 27 and 28. There's Whitlow, or Debo Whitlow, is one guy that I think will be a leader for us, holding down our offensive line.
Okay.
A guy that has multiple D1 offers. You could talk about more guys on the defensive side of the ball. I mean, I'm able to coach one of them, Jamel Griffin, Braden Howard. Jamel is a very, very instinctive guy. Been able to play a lot of different spots in the secondary, and we're looking forward to what he'll be able to do, playing multiple positions for us this year. Braden Howard.
He a free safety or your strong safety?
He's free. He's my free safety, but he'll appear in multiple positions. He's one of those guys that's played multiple positions in the past. Great balls. He watches the film, really study, diagnoses what offensive systems like to do and how he can possibly insert himself in our game plans.
Gotcha.
So looking forward to coaching him. We got a lot of hogs up front as well. Shout out to Isaiah Gray, got our DN, Austin P. commit, our other DN, Therese Thomas, Morehouse commit.
Nice.
I think Carson Riddle is going to be a great mammoth in the middle, him and Money Thomas. Both of those guys have college interest as well, have a few offers.
Good.
So I really like where we stand, but we also got guys that you've never heard of. Obviously, guys that you don't expect to see coming.
Yeah.
But guess what?
Them the ones you want.
Them the ones you want because they hungry, motivated, and they coming like scalding dogs. I promise y'all. I promise you. They got the phone coming out their mouth like the little emoji that you see on the iPhone. That's what type of dogs we got coming that you may have not heard of at receivers. Some like Jordan Jackson, another one like JP, a guy that we got in the slot. It's some guys that are gonna turn a few heads. Matthew Pritchard, Keelan Banks, Tremel Odom. Like I could go on as far as the talent that I believe in and I'm able to see, watch, develop every day.
Gotcha.
But that's just from our point of view, point of view over here at Opelika High. We got to be able to go against some great talent as well. So, guys that we've known of, guys that they've been able to compete against in the past, and I think it's going to be a very, very fun year from that standpoint.
Let me ask you this: are there any region games? Whether that's early in the season, midway through the season, that you got your eyes on. It doesn't have to technically just be from Opelika's standpoint. It could be statewide. But are there any games you specifically waiting for or looking to see how they determine the playoff season?
I think for our region, and this just me. I'm a realist, but I'm also somebody that played in the region. So, and this is actually the same exact team that was in it in the past when I played. Maybe a few off, few on, few off. When you talk about Lanier League, a lot of those teams that used to be in the region. Personally, I think the biggest games in our region are always Opelika Central. Opelika Auburn, Central Auburn.
Gotcha.
I think those three games decide the pecking order of
who coming out of this
region.
Who
gonna come out of this region. Now, obviously, in years past, you could throw Carver in there as an outlier. Enterprise in there as an outlier to win the region. But I think those three games right there have the biggest impact because they play a big part in who finishes 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on and so forth. So
Gotcha.
I think those are the biggest games in this region. But and we talk about just key big matchups around the state. Just looking at a few different schedules, I did notice that Clay Chalkville is playing Thompson this year, and they're playing Central.
That's ridiculous.
That's and Central is playing Thompson as well. So it's all three of them are playing each other.
Yeah.
And I think that's significant.
That says a lot.
That says a lot. That does say a lot. But like I said, I think having that type of energy is something that can be, I would say, noticeable, but also influential.
Yeah.
Because if you look at our schedule, hey, we ain't ducking no smoke either. We got Hoover and Prattville on our schedule. We're welcoming it.
We're chasing the smoke.
You also correct. If you want to win a state championship, you got to put yourself in adverse situations such as those and playing tough competition that you know has a desire to win the state championship as well. And
you normally got to beat those teams to get on the top of the mountaintop.
Correct.
Yeah. So it's going. I'm excited to see it myself. I can't lie to you.
Correct. I think those are some of the biggest ones. Now, I did see that Saraland and Auburn have a matchup at the end of the season. That's gonna be a good one. That should be a good one. Yeah. I didn't have a chance to peek at any other top teams around the state, but I think those are the biggest ones because I was kind of I was surprised to see that.
Well, hey, now it's time for the rapid fire questions for my boy Bugs, man. I got 3 questions for you today, man. You ready for them?
Go ahead.
All right, so the first one is, who is Alabama's Mr. Football this year? And we talking, is it done by classification or is it done by the just like the whole state?
I think it's done by the whole state when it comes to your
gotcha.
ability to win and lead a team, but also your marketability off the field as far as like who you're committed to, the politics of who you know as well, but also the results. What were your stats? Are your stats trumping other kids when it comes to passing, rushing, receiving, tackles, deflections, picks, interceptions, forced fumbles? So
who do you think who do you think it will be?
My top 2 leading picks is gonna be Gunnar Rivers and Trent Seaborn. The reason I say that, I just gave y'all reasons about marketability on and off the field. Trent Seaborn is committed to Alabama. Trent Seaborn won a state championship as an 8th grader.
He don't want how many state championships? 2 or 3?
I don't know, because he beat us one time. I really don't want to talk about it. But I'd say Trent Seaborn, definitely with his resume, his track record, being an Alabama commit, being at Thompson, which is a school that is revered and known as a perennial powerhouse in the state. And then, like I said earlier, with the marketability aspect, Gunnar Rivers. What Gunnar Rivers has been able to do in the past as a quarterback, going into what he has, I want to say this is his senior year coming up. Like I just said, he's top player in 2027. I think his foundation is already set, and I also think he has the opportunity to show what he can do in a different format when it comes to just playing private school league.
Gotcha.
Even though his region is actually a region that features like a lot of state champions. His region is St. Paul's and Catholic and McGill and all of them are in the same region. So it's gonna be nice to see him be able to compete at that level. But I think those would be my 2 front runners just because of those reasons that I mentioned.
Gotcha. So we got Gunnar Rivers and Trent Seaborn. Okay. All right. So next question: which program makes the biggest leap in 2026?
I'm praying Oblag High.
That's what I wanted to hear.
I'm praying it's Oblag High.
Okay.
Simply because it's been a lot of talent, and this is just me. And you can go look it up as a fan, those that are watching this pod.
And hold on 1 second. We did make it to the state championship last year, so I don't want y'all to think we ain't been there.
Yeah.
We there.
Like I'm just selling you a dream.
Gotcha.
But I think Obalaga High because I think the magnitude of talent that's been able to come through this program along with the talent that we currently have right now, I think it'll be fitting to see us make that leap. And the leap that we're looking forward to is being able to reach the mountaintop. Knocked on the door 3 different times in the past, and actually 12 was the first year that we ever went, so it's 26. So in the past 15 years, we done made 3 different appearances, and never been able to actually come away with the blue map. So I'm praying, hoping, doing everything I can, working as hard as I can, along with my coaches and my colleagues and my players to reach the mountaintop.
Gotcha. Looking forward to that. What is so earlier you hinted on a few of the top 3, top 4 regions in the state. What is the hardest region in the state? Would you go with the one we're in today, right now, at this moment, or would you go with that Thompson-Birmingham region?
If Thompson
for this season,
if me personally, I'm a ride with our region, just because I know the amount of talent that
from top to bottom
we have, Central has, Auburn has. I know what Carver can potentially have every year. With me being a resident of that town for the last 5 years, and also being able to work in the MPS school system the last 2 years. I know what Carver can have every year, and then we factor in the support that Enterprise gets. You factor in the support or the fact that Dothan is one school system now. It's not Dothan and Northview like it used to be.
Oh, that's right. It's just one.
Like I said, the talent in this region is bar none. You can be beat. You can get beat if you ain't ready to go that week. If you ain't done everything you're supposed to do, dot your I's, cross your T's. Practice every day. Watch the necessary amount of film, game plan, walkthroughs, ice, nutrition, taking care of yourself. You can lose. So everything matters in this region. The edge, the difference between winning and losing is this thin, this small,
razor thin.
So,
who finishes 4th in this region? Well, let me rephrase that. So I don't want to know.
Top 6 teams make it now.
What?
Yeah.
So it ain't 4 no more?
No. With the consolidation, right? So like I was just mentioning to you all about the private school league. So the private school league is now their own. So now it's no 7A no more. It's just 6A.
Yeah, I remember that.
So now the top 6 teams make it.
I didn't know that.
So now you may see, Clay is actually 6A. So now you may see us.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's back to what it used to be.
Yeah.
But except the private schools out, and I want them in because it just creates more validation.
That'll make it even tougher.
Yeah,
even tougher.
It makes it truly solidifies you're the best in the state to me when they're in it. So definitely would love to see them back in it here in 2 years. Alabama High School Athletic Association, please make that happen. Please make that happen, man. Please.
Well, hey man, we done hit most of these topics, man. I think we done covered everything for this episode.
The last thing I want to cover, man, title contenders. I'm gonna always rep that O.
For sure.
That dog.
For sure.
See that English Bulldog. I think we are a consistent title contender for years to come from now on. Just because the totem pole or the measuring stick is right here in our region.
Okay.
If you go back to last season, Central and Thompson played in the 3rd round of the playoffs for a chance to go to the state championship game, and that was a 1-point game.
Yeah.
All right, we play Central every year. Central and Auburn, those are Auburn right here, Central. Like when you talk about rivals, like
they're top.
Them are both our like rival guys. So if you can beat Central, you can beat Auburn, you got an opportunity to win the state championship every year. And that's how we view it, because we feel ourselves as a perennial powerhouse as well. So if we can come through this gauntlet, then you also have the opportunity to come out on the mountaintop winning the big game.
What any more contenders you feel like got a
obviously Thompson's gonna always be a contender.
Any dark horses you thinking about that might come out of the woodworks outside of y'all?
No dark horse.
No
like
dark
I said, the teams I mentioned, I view them as contenders.
Gotcha.
Clay, Saraland, you know,
over like Auburn Central.
Auburn Central.
Okay.
I don't really. And that's not a knock on any other program. I got a lot of friends all the way across the state in the coaching business, and I respect what everybody's doing from a grind standpoint.
Yeah.
I respect y'all's obligation and responsibility to teach and mold these kids. And I thank you all. I appreciate you all for doing a great job. And also, you know, ask that you all continue to do a great job, because we all love this field, because it does nothing but bring and promote positivity to all our communities. So, but like I said, those are just my opinion on who the title contenders are in the state.
Okay. Hey, I agree with him. I mean, you know me. I'ma always go with the ones who be winning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, and the ones who compete to win.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much the same every year.
Correct.
But with that said, man, we got another one in the books, y'all. That's a wrap for this episode of the B.A.M Sports Media Podcast.
Please like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Please
Tell us who you think are your top state contenders for the 2026 Alabama high school football season.
And we will be back with more content next week. B.A.M gang, go Dogs.
B.A.M.